Hello, good evening, good day, afternoon, whatever time it is. Welcome to Geechee Lion Journey. This is Anwar Kente on behalf of Geechee Lion LLC, Geechee Lion's Journey, YouTube channel, Geechee Lion Music. And we're here today. This is a special edition here. I know it's another one in the series of my travel recaps, and I'm going to talk about today. The subject is going to be my stay and experience in the city of Davao City here in Mindanao, which is on the southernmost large island of the Philippines. But also, as you can tell, and we'll see from my thumbnail here, that today I obtained my 500th subscriber today. I personally witnessed this beautiful young Filipino who you will see in the thumbnail. She became my 500th subscriber today. So I like to thank her very much for what she's done. And, I thought she had already subscribed because I talked to her like last week. But anyway, it was God's will. At least I believe it's God's will. That's me saying that. So I acknowledge him all the way. So what we're going to talk about today, this Davao trip really can be split up to me into two sections. I'm basically just going to deal with the first part of it today. And that's mainly dealing with me and my discoveries on my own of what Davao City has to offer. So we're going to talk about that mainly today. The other part of it, I'm going to deal with that with another vlog. But now I want to introduce you. You've seen him. You know who this is. Dana Middleton of BestFastForTravel.com, Best Fast for Travel Consultancy. He is the person who booked me in this particular hotel that I'm talking to you from. So we're going to get to that right now. I'm going to turn it over to Mr. Middleton right now.
Geechee, congratulations on your 500th subscriber, buddy. That's awesome.
Thank you.
That's awesome. Good for you. And I hope you get another 500. Hey, I tell you what, for those of you who are watching, we thank you. And let's see what we can do about helping Geechee get to 1,000 before the end of the year.
Yes.
If you've been following his YouTube blogs, he's giving you information and showing you different sites that most bloggers are not showing you because they're sitting on their couch.
Yeah.
Whereas his blogs are very, very informative, well shot, and I think you'll get a lot out of it because I know his goal is to have you with him as he tours around the Philippines. And so he's got a lot to show you and a lot of commentary for you. So once again, congratulations, Geechee. Keep up the good work.
Thank you.
And let's get into it.
All right. Go ahead. I want to let you lead some of this with the questions here.
Okay. So you went from Tacloban to Davao.
Yes, I'm in Davao.
Okay. And so on your flight, when you left Tacloban, did you have to go up to Cebu and then back down to Davao?
No, what happened is they diverted to Manila and I changed planes in Manila and came here.
Okay. All righty. And how was your flight?
Oh, it was very easy flight. The flights are quite short here. I don't even think it was over an hour flight from Davao. From Manila. Now, let me just make this statement as to what made it rougher than usual because I'm gonna blame myself for not doing a better job of planning my luggage handling on that particular flight. So long story short is I was well overweight with what was in the limit of what the parameters of what they allowed with that particular ticket. I don't know if it was something that I could have done previously to raise the weight or not. But I ended up paying, well, I ain't gonna say the amount, but a lot of money to carry that extra weight and extra stuff on that plane. So right now, as I sit in this dormotel room right here, I have a portable handheld luggage scale, which I've used. So I weighed my bags already, and I have purchased my ticket going back to Cebu. I got Air Asia Airlines. I went to a nice, beautiful Filipino travel agent that helped me out. I got a one-way ticket to Cebu, but they allow you to buy your weight. So I could get 20 kilos, 40 kilos. I think they even allow you to take up to 60 kilos. So I chose the 40 kilo option, and that 40 kilos is the total weight of your checked luggage. So I'm not going to go over that, and some of the things that I came with, I'm probably going to be leaving here. And suffice it to say, what happened to me in Manila coming here, that's not going to happen again.
So what'd you do?
That's
Go
one
shopping
thing you
down
really
there?
want to look out for as a traveler here coming from the States. You got to really watch it with the weight and luggage restrictions here.
So what'd you do? Go shopping while you were in
No, I
Tacloban?
didn't go shopping. This is the stuff I brought from America.
And
No,
what airlines was that you had to pay the extra for extra weight?
Cebu Pacific.
Okay, because it's my understanding you've been flying Cebu Pacific all your internal and domestic flights in the Philippines.
Right, but I think what happened is when you reserve your ticket or buy your ticket, it is at that time that you can purchase the different packages as far as your luggage. So I think in this case, it must have been a different weight level. And like I said, I got beat bad. I ain't gonna tell you how much money I paid, but that shit ain't gonna happen again. Okay. So this time, beautiful Filipino travel agent, she showed me it was 3 different flights. I think they had Cebu Pacific, Philippine Airlines, and Air Asia. I chose Air Asia because Air Asia, even with the 40 kilo weight, was well under what the other 2 airlines were charging. I think I was telling you, Dana, that price difference was so large that savings is enough for a hotel room. One night in a hotel is the price difference.
So you must have caught a special, huh?
No, it wasn't a special. I mean, the flight is this Saturday. When did I book it? I think I booked it last Saturday. So you're talking about within 7 days of travel. But the other 2 airlines cost 2,000 pesos more.
Okay.
And if I'm not mistaken, Cebu Pacific did not have an option for the 40 kilos. I think they only go up to 32 kilos. So I would have been over anyway if I had flown with them. So anyway, it's just something that if you internally flying here, you got to watch that. But like I said, I got beat one time. That's the last time I'm gonna get beat with that.
Okay. All right. So to make a long story short, you got into the vow. How's the weather been?
Of course, 80-degree plus all day.
So you've
But
gotten there at a time when the weather is comfortable. You didn't find it oppressively hot?
no, I mean, now there was some occasions where I didn't particularly want to be out there in the middle of the day in
Right.
the heat. No, I mean, you don't want to do that anyway. I probably should have. Yeah, I would advise in those situations to have you an umbrella to protect from the sun. That is smart, and you will see Filipinos doing that here. But relatively cool temperature at night. Of course, the sun, the heat is not as oppressive. Uh, Now, regarding the weather, there was some brief periods of rain,
Okay.
but not enough, to where it was crippling, it stops all movement within the city and nothing like that.
Now,
Uh,
when you say brief, what do you mean in terms of minutes by saying brief?
Less than an hour.
Okay. Okay. All right. So I know you like to do a lot of your exploring on foot.
That's right.
So let's have at it. Tell me about what you saw, what you feel, and your impressions. Let's go.
All right. That's what I want to get into. My self-exploration. This is the same thing I did in Cebu and in San Carlos, in Dumaguete, in Tacloban. Took the opportunity to venture out from my hotel room or where I'm staying and go walk, walk for a half hour, an hour, hour and a half, 2 hours, whatever, to see what is in the vicinity walking distance. Now, I will say that this particular place I'm staying, which is the Strand, I think it's called the Strand Suites and Dormitel, is an excellent location as far as physical location vis-a-vis where things are. A walking distance from 3 malls. There's no shortage of restaurants, dining options, massage place, beauty salon where, mani pedis, hair, barbershop is here. Very convenient. Also, right by the main, I'm gonna call it the main drag, JP Laurel, is about 10 different jeepney routes that go up and down that street. So from here, you can just about get to anywhere in the vicinity easily by jeepney, bus, trike, taxi.
Okay. You just said something that I want to touch on real quickly.
Go
And
ahead,
that
take your
is you
time.
mentioned that there's a barbershop that was close to you.
That's right.
Have you got a haircut while you've been there?
Yes, I have. I'm wearing my haircut right now. I got it cut maybe about 10 days ago. I got it cut, and actually I got it colored as well by the same person. Now
Okay.
that
Wait a minute. A lot of our viewers are going to want to know, okay, as a black man, how are you satisfied with your haircut?
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, he basically did what I asked him to do. As you can pretty much see here, he got, kind of trimmed me down on the sides and then left my thing on the top. So, and then after he cut it, he, gave me the hair color as well right after it. And
Okay.
I think I have not done a vlog on this place yet, but I will This is a salon that had a grand opening. And this happened within my exploration of walking. I just happened to walk in front of this salon and they had it posted, grand opening today, free food. So, I went in there. I had the free food. They had rice, they had different types of meats and vegetables and fruits there. Free food, brand new place. I let them give me a haircut and hair color because I was about due out for a hair color. Great atmosphere. I'm going to upload the vlog about that and some photos of that particular establishment.
Now that ought to be real interesting because most, there's most people think that, especially our viewers that are Afro-American or Black or any member of the diaspora, think that the only place that you can get a good haircut is up around the Angles City area. And so there your head is a living example of the fact that you can get a good haircut in Davao.
Absolutely. And it wasn't hard. It was right there by the hotel. But through the walking, I want to talk about that. That is how I found this salon and several others. No shortage of salon that I found and encountered in my walk, random walk down several, different streets here. Mani-pedi, massage, easily accessible, restaurants. Your major chains is here, the one with the clown and you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Transportation, easy.
Okay. So you were able to cover a lot of ground then, since getting around is that easy.
Right. Very easy. And I had actually walked, I think you mentioned this place called People's Park.
Yep.
I had actually walked within 2 blocks of it and didn't realize that that's where I was. Until later, I went back and I said, hey, I walked over here within 2 blocks of this. I didn't know this was here. But very inexpensive. The jeepneys, I think the minimum fare is like 13 pesos. So you're going to pay anywhere from 13 pesos to 20 pesos, which is nothing to get you.
That's about 26 cents.
Yeah. I went to a couple of jeepneys I got in at random. I just got in the jeepney and just said, let me just ride it to the end to see where it goes.
Right.
13 pesos, 25, 30 pesos, which is nothing. So the one jeepney I got in because I wanted to know how to get to a certain place, a certain street. I actually asked the driver, were you going to the street? And he said, yeah. But when I got there, I just stayed. He thought I was going to get off. I said, no, I just wanted to know that you were coming here. I stayed on that jeepney and rode to the end. And it just so happens it took me to SM City, which is a mall. SM is one of the famous mall super store chains here. So I ended up going to SM City.
Incidentally, SM stands for Shoppers Mart.
Shoppers Mart. Some people may say Save More because I know
Save More is actually you're right. It's Save More.
Yeah, because in Tacloban is actually Save More, and they call it big SM on there.
Right.
But great. But I'm saying walking is very walkable. You have your walking shoes on. It's very walkable. I would, of course, advise try to not walk so much right in the middle of the day where the heat is beating down the worst. But there was one occasion where I was going out to dinner and I was going to walk. But this happened to be the time that it rained. So I actually asked the people downstairs, how much would it cost me to get a trike? So they said 20 pesos. So I flagged a trike down. He wanted to charge me 30 pesos, but I said, no, the person at the hotel said 20. If it hadn't been raining, I would have just walked. I mean, I think,
Right.
how long was I in that trike? I don't think I was in that trike 5 minutes. That's how close this place was. But I didn't want to walk in the rain.
Right. Of
That's
course
the
not.
only reason why I took that trike. Other than that, I just walked.
So you don't do videos when you're riding in a trike, do you?
I have not yet, but that don't mean it's not going to happen. Now, I did, of course, as you know, did a video in a jeepney.
Right.
So I did do that. And actually, I also did another video. I didn't release it yet of riding in a van. You know, I was being transported.
Right.
So I did do some video footage outside the window in the van. I did do that.
Okay. Speaking of going out to eat, I know you went to the night market,
Yes.
and I've been there myself, so I know you got a good deal of walking in at the night market. So how was that? What did you think about that?
Well, I think I enjoyed everything that I saw, but I want to say, like I said, for this particular vlog, I want to concentrate on what I kind of discovered on my own. And
Okay,
that
go ahead.
means not what I mean, I didn't need anybody to help me no more than, I think I talked to you and you mentioned a couple of these places. So if I was able to determine where they were, I went. Now, the other thing I will mention, and thank you for this, Dana, you gave me the name or contact of an American retiree expat here who lives here with his wife in Davao City. I was able to meet that American at one of the local malls. He had a Breeza Mall. I had lunch and coffee with him at the mall.
Right.
So, and that was very great, very great conversation. I know he was glad to, be able to break bread and communicate with me because I mean, there is something to be said about being able to communicate with another American who you share the language, you share some knowledge of the American or Western culture, and you can talk about things that you can't talk about with Filipinos. So, I mean, there is a value in connecting with some friendly, non-toxic expats
Yeah.
that you may encounter over here. So, like I said, I was very glad to meet him, see him here. And, we did talk again, even after that, we talked on the phone. But I would say also, you watching here as an expat, or if you're thinking about being over here any length of time, if you can locate a fellow American or fellow Westerner that you can associate with, it can make a difference. Again, just being able to meet the people for coffee, lunch, or there's a show or tourist attraction going on, that is an option. That does diversify your experience, and such Western American expats, retirees will be able to give you some insight, live insight as to how to deal and navigate on the ground here in the Philippines.
Well, I'm glad that worked out for you.
It did.
Okay, so let's get back to our subject, which is what did you discover on the? Oh, I did want to ask you, what about the sidewalks? Did you find the sidewalks were in good shape, or did you have to end up walking in the streets?
There's a mixed bag. There's a mixed bag there. Davao City, at least areas of Davao City, just like most all of the cities I've been to, you'll find a lot of buildings in a state of disrepair. You can tell they've been damaged. I don't know whether it's by earthquake or whatever, but there's a lot of damaged physical infrastructure here where if you're walking down the street on the sidewalk, yeah, you will need to be flexible enough to choose when to get off of the sidewalk. Sometimes there is no sidewalk. So you may have to just walk in the street, and you got to watch that because usually that lane closest to the sidewalk, so to speak, is for motorcycles and trikes. And, they want this, so you got to be able to be ready to step away, at random on that. But, I mean, is it like Phoenix, Arizona? No. Yeah, I mean, there's a challenge there. You do have to be careful and watch where you go.
Okay. So it paid off by wearing those or taking those lace-up walking shoes, huh?
Oh, absolutely. Don't try to walk down these streets in flip-flops and sandals. No,
Right.
you're a fool if you do that. Now, you may see some of the locals doing that, but you're gonna come out here, and I'm wearing these shoes out. Probably by the time come May, I'm probably gonna need to buy me another pair of walking shoes because I'm wearing these things every day. I bought these, and I bought another pair of what I call walking boots that I haven't worn that much, but they're practically brand new because I've only worn them maybe 4 or 5 times.
Right.
But you definitely want to invest in the best footwear here. Another thing that a very smart choice that I made. These right here, I don't know if you can see them, Adidas Super Cloud. These, I think I may have gotten these maybe 10 years ago. These are perfect for wearing like on the beach, wearing around poolside,
Right.
in your room. Sometimes I've gone to a massage place and I take my own shoes because a lot of times when you go there and they try to give you slippers, they do not fit. But I will give a plug for these shoes. These shoes here worth their weight in gold as far as me being able to walk something. This is called Super Cloud Adidas. And
Okay.
yeah, size 15.
Yeah, shoes, a good pair of walking shoes is a must when you're over there because a lot of times the sidewalks may, depending on what town or village or city that you're in, you're going to run into sidewalks that are not in really good condition. And then you're going to find in some areas, you're going to find that the sidewalks are just like what you'd find here in the United States.
Yeah, I said Phoenix.
Every now and then you're going to run into an area where you're going to say, thank goodness I'm wearing a good walking shoe.
Yeah.
Plus, if you're wearing anything, as a man, if you wear anything larger than an 11,
yeah,
you're not going to be able to find a shoe that you can fit anywhere over there.
Right. You're right. I went into the mall, I think, I ain't gonna say, but I went into a couple shoe stores and I told them, hey, I wear 47, 49. They said, not available, sir. We don't have this, sir.
Yeah.
So, you wearing something in those larger sizes, you better go ahead and have them on your feet in your bag before you come here.
Okay. In your walking around discovering different things, what place did you find that really kind of caught you off guard? You weren't expecting to see it, or maybe you were expecting to see it, but it delivered a little more than you expected.
Well, I won't say anything really grabbed me like that either in a very positive way or either in a negative vein. Uh no, I mean, because I've been here now 2.5 months, some things, it's like old hat to me now. I mean, I'm used to seeing certain things the way they're set up. So nothing's really shocking me much as far as that. I'm used to the infrastructure, I'm used to the transportation system and options. I'm used to the climate, I'm used to the weather, I'm used to the food offerings, the dining options, the entertainment options. There's a lot of KTV here, karaoke. As a matter of
Yeah.
fact, let me mention this now in honor of, let me mention this, in honor of my reaching the milestone of 500 subscribers today. And I told you this beautiful Filipina named Karen became the 500 subscriber. I will be performing a live concert tonight at the Mike One KTV Club Restaurant, which is located on J.P. Laurel Avenue, right across from the Abriza Mall here in Davao City. So yours truly, Geechee Lion, will be performing a live concert on the J.P. Laurel Strip here in downtown Davao City in honor of my 500 subscriber milestone. It should begin around 6:30 p.m. Philippine time. And
Okay.
it's going to be, I already hired a video crew, so it's going to be video for later broadcast. But my subscribers, and I want you all, I got 500. By the end of the year, there's no reason why I shouldn't have 1,000 subscribers. If you
Well,
watching
that's
this,
what
and
we're
you haven't
gunning for.
subscribe, hit that like button. Easy for you to like, share, and go ahead and subscribe. Especially if you done seen several of my videos. You're getting a lot out of my long series with Dana Middleton here. Priceless information from me, boots on the ground, real boots on the ground, American retiree expat on the ground. You're experiencing some of this stuff as I am experiencing it. So you will know exactly what to expect. A lot of things is not going to catch you off guard, because if you watch this channel, you will be ready for it, because you would have visually seen it, the experience. So again, I just want to say congratulations. Thank you for congratulating me. You watching this, go ahead and subscribe. And those of you who will do so, visit my website, ChiLionSoul.com, ChiLionSoul.com. Go there, join the email list, and most of all, go to the store and download some music. That's the best way you can support me. Somebody was talking about my camera angles, and thank you again, Dana, for your advice on as far as the putting the stabilization on there. Somebody said, even with that, hey, I may need a gimbal. Okay, a gimbal costs money now. So, y'all who's saying that, send me a donation by PayPal. Go to my website and buy some music. I just released 3 new albums in the month of September. I released The Ministry by Geechee Lion. I released the Passport Brothers Movement. I released Alone Together by Chi Lion Soul. 3 albums. Plenty of music there for you, and I'm going to be highlighting some of that tonight at Mike One KTV Club and Restaurant right here in Davao City. So that's the way you can help me. And as you know, you see Dana Middleton is here. Contact him, Dana Middleton, bestfaresfortravel.com. His email is danamiddle@aol.com. He not only deals with the Philippines, he deals with other countries.
I
Okay,
gotta
if
tell
you want to travel.
Geechee, while you're giving me that plug, and I thank you so much for that. I want to let our viewers know that airfares to the Philippines from selected major cities in the United States are going down. The lowest price one that I found from central United States, so we'll use Dallas Fort Worth, was 1,000.
Yes, we want to give Dana a chance to give us just a general advisory. I think he was in the process of talking about airline fares. Go ahead, Dana.
Yeah, you know, because we're limited on time, I just want to tell you that I'm using Dallas because it's centrally located in the United States as a parameter. You know, if you're flying from Los Angeles, San Francisco, Seattle to the Philippines, it's going to be less. If you're flying from New York, Philadelphia, Washington, Miami, Boston, it's going to be a little bit more. But generally from the middle of the country, Houston, Dallas, Denver, and Minneapolis, Minnesota,
What about
and Chicago and Detroit is going to be about the same. And
right.
So I just found a fare for $1,156.
Okay.
And that is based on a round trip of 30 days starting in April the 3rd and returning May the 4th.
Okay.
And that's because your takeoff date, you arrive a day later.
Yeah.
So it's actually for 31 days.
Right.
I also, while I got you on here, I also want to let people know that I do have airfares for the Olympics in August. That's the Paris Olympics, as well as the Special Olympics, which is going to be held in Paris right afterwards. I've got a few. I'm going to say I've got about 100 rooms that are still available. Even if you haven't booked with us and you're having problems finding a room, give me a call. You can reach me at 972-315-8357. Or, you know, if there's any questions or information that you need, please don't hesitate to give me a call. Sales means service.
Right.
So, incidentally, for all you overseas workers that are trying to get home in February for the Sununu Festival, I'm prepared for you too, as far as booking from wherever you're located.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah, I know there's a couple of festivals coming up here in the Philippines that I was told about, Iloilo and also Cebu.
Yep.
So with that, we want to again thank you. This has been the end. It's a recap of my stay here in Davao, but really again, the 500 subscribers commemoration and celebration tonight, live concert by yours truly, Geechee Lion, at the Mike One Club Restaurant KTV right here on the Strip, the main drag, JP Laurel, right here in Davao City. And so we're gonna come back, you know, with another segment later on. I'm gonna be doing a segment that's almost gonna be a part 2 of this, where I'm gonna get into the latter part of my trip, which is kind of a radical shift from the first part. But thank you all. Again, visit my website, chilinesoul.com, like, share, and subscribe. PayPal, and again, buy some music, buy some merch. Merry Christmas, everybody who follows that.
Happy
Thank you,
holidays.
Dana. All right, thanks, Dana. Like, share, and subscribe. Get your line journey. Bye.
Bye.